now we've got
believe
Zain and Ober.
Yeah, I believe that's
our
what
first
we're.
stream set.
And I'm like just skimming at Zane's stream. It appears that he's going Puff.
Puff.
Character of
Oh my
choice.
god. I wonder if he will stay, here at the Golden Guardians, people might know that, Zain and Nun, when it comes to the YouTube content, they have a little bit of a rivalry. I wonder, it's because of the seeding, Zain obviously not getting his top player seeding because he's entering with Puff, but when he runs up, if he's able to defeat Ober, when he runs up against Nun, who knows if we'll get a character switch for that. I think Zain and Nun, let me tell you, I think Zain doesn't want to lose to Nun because he always gets an earful whenever Nun gets the best of him, which on the Golden Guardians channel is actually more often than not.
Yeah, Zane's gonna have to work with it with Ober first of all.
He's gonna have to work. Yes, yeah, Ober's pretty good.
Yeah, so. forget about Zain, like Nun from him. Let's see if he could even get past the Falco first. Ober, like he's the kind of Falco that's just not gonna brazenly go in for dare. He's gonna take his time, gain as much advantage as possible with lasers in place, and really make Zain work for that. It's not unheard of for Zane's Puff, even though he thinks his strongest matchup is against Falco. Like, you still have to work. I've seen him lose to, like, Joey Donuts, for example.
Yeah, Joey Donuts, and, I'd say Ober definitely in that tier. Ober, I'd say one of the new... I think Chicago, Ober's one of the new hotshot, kind of rising star species from, I think it's Chicago. Chat can correct me if I'm wrong.
I believe he's Chicago.
Yeah, Ober and Skurzo, his Fox compadre. Compadre, companion. I was trying to decide if I want to say companion or compadre. But those two, putting up really good results. And I think Ober might give him a little bit of trouble here in this first game. Ober definitely very technical. And, I don't know. It's not going to be free. And I think the thing with Zain, okay, everyone knows how this Puff is a rest-based Puff, right?
It's
this Puff wants to do one thing. It wants to follow.
It's like everything that people have been criticizing Hungrybox for, where it's like, oh, you could be going for way more rest, and Zain is better HBox with way worse neutral.
Exactly. Yeah, Zane's Puff only wants one thing.
Dude, it's been 2 interactions.
Yep. That's how it functions. It's it's quite a sight to behold. This Jigglypuff.
Yeah, Ober probably was not expecting that. He's like, oh man, like easily Puff I could camp out and oh what?
Oh, but Falco, I don't. Oh, okay. I thought something might have been creative there, but okay, he gets the slide off.
Ober is also a huge labber. I wouldn't put it past him that like. Knows that there's a specific setup, but probably I'll give it the benefit of the doubt here. That's pretty creative.
Yeah.
And so, also some other data points with Zane's Puff is it sets versus rival vintage.
Of course.
So often Zane's Puff has I was gonna say it has a little bit of hubris, and if he ever gets a little too comfortable, one stock, one hit, but Ober kind of letting go of that stock for free, and it's
where's the rest?
Keep in mind that the early stages of bracket is best at 3, so it doesn't go.
And that's on reaction. That's on reaction. Zain definitely no stranger to the reaction tech chase rest. Really good at that setup. Ober, it's I gotta say, Zain just, hitting harder. If you're losing stocks at these percents, obviously that last stock was in the 90s, but yeah, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt.
It's funny because like we would see HBox, he would probably also, with all due respect to Ober, like probably also 3-stocked him, but like in a very different way. It's probably like in his very comfortable setups, take his time, get some edge guards here and there after building like 50. But with Zain, like you really saw just like one hit, one kill.
Yep, one hit, one kill. That's exactly how it's done. So, this could go a lot of different ways. But one way or another, Ober's gonna have to tighten up. You can't be. I think the way it started was Oh, I don't know. There were a lot of non-DI'd up
Yeah,
you know.
I also feel like he's not prepared as well.
Yeah. Yeah. As a spacey, one thing that I like to tell myself when I'm fighting, especially a Puff like this, but I would say Puff in general is like, if I'm ever in a stressful situation, I'm gonna hold shield and I'm gonna hold it, and I'm always gonna hold a direction. Because the thing about the up throw, if you try to react to it, you're always gonna be too slow. You have to be basically holding direction as you get grabbed. And so if I'm ever in a scramble with a Puff, and I think a bad habit that some spacies will have is they try to play the scramble like in other matchups where you go for options like up tilt,
Yes.
where your stick is not to the side, shine, where your stick is downward, not to the side, right?
Yeah.
Those can work, but I think it's very valuable to mitigate risk.
Yes.
Puff, not really a good scramble character. I actually think, and this is something I learned a long, long time ago from like Silent Wolf and like the older era of Washington Foxes, is like hold shield and hold to the side, and nothing bad can happen to you.
Right.
Nothing bad can happen to you. They can't shield pressure you. It's not like Puff is gonna go ham on your shield. And if they go for the grab, you're gonna get the DI. Now, Zain can go for the platform tech chase rest, but on the flip side, Ober's counter pick, if he goes to a place like FD, might be able to
Stadium.
mitigate that. So let's see what happens here. Stadium, yep.
And you really do see that he's benefit from greater space that he's been given. I mean, so is Battlefield, honestly, but I just think that he's like, oh, what even happened? I'm time to reset. Remember how PP used to play this matchup?
Oh, I loved PP's handle on the matchup, yeah.
Yeah, where like, you know, not only would he space well, he would like get good openings, good control, but his punish game, I feel like
It was really good, really good.
because I feel like a lot of Falcos nowadays, they get like 2 straight hits off a Puff and then reset, whereas PP would somehow like take hits far. And like, it didn't make sense to me. I look back, it just kind of looks like he's just outplaying like 5 times.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, we're seeing Ober still controlling space. You know, he's not like hitting ultra hard, but I like the adjustment where he's not as like he's more prepared for the rest setups. And aside from the first talk, he's looking very well in control.
Yeah, this is nice. This is nice. This is the kind okay, and baiting out some of these, knowing that Zain is looking for CC grab there. Okay, yeah, Ober better on the defense for sure.
See if he can make it back from here. I would have liked to see the ledge, but he's doing the neck chases, which there covers 3 out of 4 Puff's get up options. You could get a lot.
There is amazing versus Jigglypuff. That's right. Yeah, you're not really gonna combo him up and down because Puff obviously is just so floaty. But if you could just get those dare strings, I mean, if you hit 3 or 4 down or tech chases.
Yeah, speaking of like PP's punish game, like he would just hit so many dares, dare, and then dare, and
yeah.
It always looks complete, not guaranteed per se, but I've seen Bobby hit like so many strings of that, and fair at the end of the day, because like even if you miss some of it, you're still in a good advantageous. Just racked up like 60, and
yeah,
convinced rebuttal from Ober. All right, okay, got me a couple times, but a little harder for it.
That's right.
I want to fight none.
I like the adaptation a lot. And so now Zain's counter pick. I mean, Zain probably goes to a triplat stage here. Like we're probably gonna see a Yoshi's or a FOD. But
I think if I was Ober, I would ban Yoshi's.
Wow. What about Fountain?
Definitely tough. I would not give. Even though like it's like Falco wins on you.
Yeah.
Don't want to play the Zain strengths here. And Fallon, okay. I'm gonna make a read that he did ban Yoshi's. Maybe not.
It wouldn't be the worst idea, but wow, I mean, there you go. Like you said, that platform is like so perfect for Zain in that spot there. Oof. Oh man, and you know, one thing I will say, Ober does seem to be doing the hard press L cancels, and a lot of these trades are ending in situations where Falco's missing the tech.
Right. Yeah.
That's actually one reason I think in this matchup, I don't know, there's certain spots where I actually really like the soft press L cancel, so you don't lock yourself out of your attack.
That's a good point. Because we've been seeing a lot of like jab press setups, and
Yeah.
press it that easy hard. Technically locked out for 20.
Right.
Being at a deficit, like I know it's like oof. As Mark, as any character, whenever you're behind, you do feel that sense of desperation.
Right.
That's honestly with any character. Yeah. You play to Puff's hands, he feels broken. Feels like the best character in the game.
Yeah, this matchup, I mean, I know it's a lot of it psychological, but this matchup in particular, I really like having a lead. I think that's probably everybody. That was a nice setup right there. Let's see if there's something he can do here. Okay, Bear doesn't quite KO. I wonder if Ginger would have done the hold down smash there. I know Ginger loves to hold the down smash there. Oh, but there's the KO.
Yeah, because the reason why you could like kind of edge guard Puff in like a funny way, like charging down smash or F smash, is Puff cannot double jump sweet spot to the left. As like her hurt box contorts. Oh, but I thought that was a rest.
Hold it. Oh, where's the DI? Where's the DI? I'm so shocked that Ober didn't hold a direction on that one, because that one was quite telegraphed. I feel.
Oh no. It's over.
I also wouldn't mind seeing right there when you're laying on that top platform. Oh my god, I thought that was a rest.
Honestly, we're thinking that, and I think Zain did the correct answer to not pull the, because it's like one of those like you don't know for sure. So
you don't know for sure. Yeah, I like the patience.
Oh my goodness. And your heart stops for a solid second.
Really stressful move. Oh my god. And
yes, but
yeah,
platforms harder to up.
Man, yeah, KO here would be huge. If there's some way Ober can land a bear, then there's okay. And I think that's gonna KO. This is doable.
I think Zain clearly shows that like he did not start as a Puff because he stayed grounded in the corner when typically Puffs like, you know, jumping at that spot. So that really kind of showed.
But regardless of not starting as a Puff, he does finish as one, and Zain closes that game out against Ober.
Yeah, he does have the instincts up.
That's right. That's right. The edge guarding, I think, very consistently solid that whole set, and that's what you need. That's what you ultimately need to close those out. Good stuff to Zain.
And you know, the first game and moments like that where I think Puff, he's probably like the most polarizing top tier in the game. Where he feels like best character, number one when HBox was done. You know, she's even top 5. Like, it's not doing so well because you're not seeing Puff like it. And the reason why it's polarizing is because it's either he gets the insta kill or she gets insta. And that's what's like what makes it contentious for. And I do feel like Puff did, like Zain made Puff look.
Yeah, the cool thing about the cool thing about Zain's kind of Puff playstyle is you know, it's this theory I've kind of had with HBox, for example. I kind of feel like when you're, I don't know if this makes any sense. I kind of feel like when you're playing at, it's your tournament character, it's your main, right? And you're playing at the level where your goal, obviously HBox, who was #1 in the world for a while, you know, HBox's goal is to win majors, right? And I feel like when HBox sees some of these techniques where it's like, you know, this is going to elevate my gameplay, but on the flip side, if I mess it up, it's going to be my stop because I'm missing rest or what have you. Talking about like reaction tech chase rest, for example. I almost wonder if for HBox, it's kind of like, well, like this is optimal, but like I don't want to focus on this because I want to value consistency. Like I need to be consistent, right? I wonder, whereas Zain, super rest heavy playstyle, I wonder if it's because it's not his tournament character, it's not his main, and it's like Zain's just here to have fun when he plays Puff. He's here to have fun and make you feel bad. And I almost wonder if that makes him, that primes him even further to look for these crazy opportunities that someone like HBox wouldn't want to go for.
Yeah, and you know, whenever you pick up a character, it's so easy to criticize rather than like take what is good, like already established as good. Because like it's like you don't think about it, and you're gonna like take most of your efforts towards things that like you think is really good, and in turn that kind of does often neglect like what is often conventionally really good about a character. Like you kind of saw it like at one of like Zain's third stock, where like he wasn't double jumping out of the corner, which is like really good. That's playing to Puff's strengths, and that's I bet you that's not nothing. That's something that Zain hasn't thought of too often. Right? He's like, oh yeah, I need double jumping. That's the best way how I get out of the corner. Instead, he's just thinking about reaction tech chase